I said I was gonna go to prom with a chick, and then I canceled. She wasn't fat though, but I actually did that. I feel bad about it to this day.
To this day, you feel bad.
so
Wait,
it,
why? How'd you cancel? Tell me that story. Wait, hold on. This is a great story.
so I didn't go to my prom. I didn't have a date at the time, like a girlfriend. I mean, at the time, and I didn't want to just go with someone just to go because I didn't care. Um, so then I'm out of high school the next year, and a girl who was a senior who I knew was like, "Do you want to come to my prom?" And I was like, I was kind of seeing her at the time a little bit here and there, and I was like, "Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's go to prom. That'd be fun." And then a month passes, and then I randomly remembered I agreed to go to prom with her, and I was just like, in my head, I had a lot of friends in her grade, and I was just like, I'm not fucking going to her prom, dude. No way, no how. And I went over her house, and we went outside. She had like a horse. It was like nighttime.
And a
Yeah,
horse,
she introduced me to fucking
Mr. Ed.
yeah, peanut brittle or whatever the fuck they. But it was completely pitch dark, and there were no lights, so I just hear this horse coming like over me, like in like the middle of the night. I couldn't see it, and I was just like, dude, I
Dude, with
think.
my asthma being 17 or 18, a fucking horse just right behind me, I'd
Oh
fucking
my
start choking
god,
to
it was
death.
so scary. And then we went in the house, and I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go to prom. I just like at the end of the night, I just slipped, and dude, she fucking was pissed.
That's the most random events that can happen, one after the other. It's like I go to her house, I meet her horse, I tell her I don't want to go to prom.
I know.
Like in that order. It's like, what order, sir?
Yeah, it was kind of this weird time in my life where like I wasn't really that attracted to her, but like I was kind of leading her on because I thought wanted to date her a little bit, but then
Maybe you're a gay.
nah, she was just not that attractive, man. Yeah.
But she was a friend, so you said yes because she was a friend.
I guess, yeah, but it wasn't. No, it was definitely gonna be a date. Like it was romantic. It wasn't like, hey, I'll just go because no one else will. It was like, yeah,
Now,
I let her on a
how was
little bit.
she not unattractive? Was she unattractive because like she had no tits and ass? Was she a bigum? Like, how was she not attractive?
No, she wasn't fat at all. She was just, I don't know. She didn't win the genetic lottery. She didn't really have
Big.
tits or an ass. She was kind of frumpy. She was like half Persian, but like not in a good way. not,
Wait, wait.
not,
In, in what, a too much cologne way?
no. Yeah, she wasn't like Iranian where it's like she wasn't like Persian where it's like model
Gonna fuck
Persian.
my dick off.
Yeah, she was like hairy goat Persian.
Like, like more chin hair than you.
Yeah, like her dad didn't own an oil field; he owned like a gas station.
Basically, you couldn't tell her apart from the horse.
Yeah, and she had an older brother, and he used to come into where I worked, and like he would give me dirty looks after that. And I
Well,
was like,
yeah, I
yeah, I
mean,
deserve it.
it made her sister cry on prom. She missed her. Was this her senior prom?
Yeah,
Dude, you totally made her miss her senior prom, bro. Did she go?
I don't know. She might have found
Ah,
someone else. I kind of
how do
didn't
you
really
how do
check
you not
in.
know if she's a friend of yours? How do you not
She wasn't a
know?
friend. It was a romantic interest.
But how
We
long did
weren't
you know
friends.
her before?
A long time, but only through people. We never had really like talked.
And you didn't know if she went to prom or not after all that.
Nah, I didn't really keep in touch.
You were too busy jerking off and playing Call of Duty.
Literally, yeah, that was right
Yeah,
around my Call of Duty years.
yeah, of course it was. You're around the same age as me.
Yeah.
Fucking high school.
Yeah, that was right around my smoking vape, fucking playing Call of
Yeah,
Duty all the
yeah,
time,
fuck
listening
yeah.
to.
She'll rebound. She's Persian. Yeah. Black Ops 2.
Oh, dude, I was killing it in Black Ops 2, dude. I was fucking owning the free for all servers, dude. Listening to Bill Burr, fucking O&A, just that one fucking playlist that's like hundreds of hours of content. I would just burn through it.
There's so much O&A content with Bill Burr and Patrice O'Neill
Oh,
on YouTube.
dude.
It's insane.
Burning through it, man. That's kind of what got me into podcasts, and I kind of found I already kind of watched Rogan a little bit before that, but yeah, that
These
was
are
mean to
starting
do
get a
though.
little boring.
What?
Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of went downhill. He stopped having good guests on. I don't know why, but um,
I he had Elon Musk on again, and then yeah, I haven't really. I mean, to be fair, I guess guests are subjective or whatever.
Nah.
So yeah, maybe that's why I haven't listened. But even the ones I have listened, it's just like he almost sounds like he's tired,
Yeah, he's always drunk
as
and
if
he's
he doesn't
tired.
want, to do it. It's like when's the second in command come in to do when's my shift end?
Well,
It's
you're
like,
Joe
bro,
fucking Rogan, dude. Get on some good goddamn guests, man. You know, he has on like a nutritionist. It's like, dude, have on fucking.
well, no, I like when the nutritionist stuff comes
No,
on.
actually, I like Rhonda Patrick is awesome, but
Yeah.
that was a bad example. It keeps trying to send the data to D Live. It's making me furious every time I see it.
So dude, after this, we gotta talk because I gotta get the fucking login info to Restream so I can talk to their customer support directly in D Live because I know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna go to D Live and D Live's gonna go, oh, you gotta go to Restream, and then I'm gonna go to Restream and they're gonna be like, oh, well, what's
before
the?
you do any of that, just make a new D Live. That's an actual D Live account.
I will,
Because
I will,
that will
100%.
probably fix it.
I think it will.
We
too.
can even do a test. I can shut off the YouTube and Twitch ones, and we can test it. Like,
Oh, when
and
we're off air?
yeah,
Oh, that's perfect.
because no one's gonna care. We can just delete the D Live after.
Yeah, no one's gonna watch us on D Live. No one watches anyone on D Live. There's like 2 guys that get watched on D Live. 2. That's it. 2.
Yeah,
We're trying to be number 3, people.
yeah. I let another girl on once too.
Well, what's with you?
Do you want to hear that
dude?
story?
Yeah, I want to hear that over your bottle cap.
Okay, sorry.
Go ahead.
Um,
This is like the gem. This is the gem like dating past podcast. Yeah.
All right, here's another time I fucking was a
On door number
complete
2.
douchebag. So
How old were you?
this, I was, fuck, how old was I? I was 21, and my sister had a friend growing up, like not a best friend, but just like one of her friends, and I messaged her on Facebook. I was like, "Yo, do you want to go out sometime?" Da da da. So we met at the mall, food court, which is a bad sign already, and
It's a bad sign to meet at the mall at the food court.
I don't know. It's just, I mean, like, what are we doing here?
21, you're at the mall. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So we sit across from each other and we're just talking, and like immediately she brings up like her past boyfriend, like the one she just broke up with or whatever. And I was just
Always
like,
a good sign on a first date.
and I was literally like, this is like, you can't be that, like, that was purposeful, you know? You can't be that like numb to the fact that that's like one of the things you don't do. You don't talk about your mom or your dad, and you don't talk about your fucking
Your herpes.
yeah. So
You can talk about your mom and dad.
I feel like it's a bad thing for a guy to talk about their mom on the first date. That's kind of weird.
Well, it depends. Like, if she's
You're
like,
bringing up
"Hey,
mommy.
what are you doing next week?" Like, "Oh, I'm going to like a family party with my mom and dad." "Oh, what are
Yeah,
your parents?" Well, like,
but then you
get
don't
into
go
that.
like, oh, and my mom, you know, she's the bestest. She cooks me little
Huge
cakes.
tits.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. There was no lack of protein when sucking on them fucking tits. All right.
Jesus. Jesus Christ, Tim. Take it down a notch. I was trying to go for a PG-13 episode. This is the first non-explicit episode I thought we were going to have going. Never mind, that's off the wall.
Oh shit.
Jesus. Huge milkers.
Oh, it's big old
My
milk.
mom works for AT&T.
Oh, Jugs, dude. The AT&T girl, I love that, dude. I love it. She gets
Jugsy
so mad.
McJugsington.
So I'm fucking. We then walk out of the food court and we walk out of the mall, and
You can have a three-way with your mom.
she casually, explains to me that she was raped once, and I was like,
all right.
hold on, that's an odd thing
Like
to bring up.
statutory or like,
Nah, she-
regular
like,
force.
Forced,
Real kind.
forced
Oh, okay.
rape while she was like half passed out or whatever, drunk.
So the semi-real kind. Okay.
Yeah, so I get done with the date. I kind of text my sister, and I'm like, yeah, so what's up with this girl? My sister's like, I used to date her. I was like, it's kind of weird.
My sister said I
Work-
used to date her.
Yeah, my sister went through a bisexual phase.
She's trying to fuck the whole family tree.
Yeah,
Maybe she's trying to
that's what
fuck
I'm
her mom.
But
Dude.
she goes, oh, she's like a compulsive liar. Like, that's why I broke up with her. Like, don't trust anything she says. She's on like tons of like medication. She basically gives me like she's not a good, don't waste your time. And I'm thinking because she used to date her, I'm like, maybe there's a conflict of interest there. Maybe she's a little biased, you know?
You're gonna trust this girl you've never met before over your own. How horny was your 21-year cock at this point?
Dude, I was fucking.
Yeah, you weren't thinking at all except with your dick. Was she hot?
I just, yeah,
okay, that answered enough for me.
Yeah, she was. I wouldn't. Hot's not the word I would use. She was cute.
Okay, so you wanted to fuck her. So you're over here like, maybe my sister's being a cunt, and then you put that phone right in that pocket real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. So, like, out here dating other women. What the fuck she
Gang tattoos, fucking guns and bandanas, and your mom's like, Jam, I don't think she's the one. Nah, the bitch don't know what's good for her.
It's like, no, like, I literally dated her. It's like, yeah, you don't know.
You don't know nothing.
That was years ago.
You were a floozy.
Yeah. Well, my sister's also out of her fucking mind. So I'm like, you know, I'm kind of like, she is my sister, but she's also out of her mind. So
she's gonna look after you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I was being naive. I was a little naive, maybe.
You wanted to fuck.
I was horny as fuck, dude. I was coming out of a bad relationship. I was hitting the streets
if that girl was like, listen, Jim, all right, one of us has a car. You can rail me as raw as possible right now, but I'm also gonna try to cut off one of your fingers a couple weeks from now. You probably would still rail her.
Yeah, well, that's interesting you say that because that's kind of where this is leading.
Oh Jesus!
Not the fingers thing, but so we start to hang out, and I have a car, but it's going through a lot of car trouble. She has no car, so when I go to, there's nowhere to go where I live. Like, there's literally nowhere to go. You go out to eat, and that's about it. Maybe a movie. Other than that, there's nothing to do. No nightlife.
That's why you meet at the food court at the mall.
Exactly. So I end up going over her house, and we would just chill, and we would sometimes her friends would be there, and it would be great because it was this kid, and me and him would just get along the whole time. And they would just passive aggressively make jokes how like we have better chemistry than either of them do in the relationship. So we would just kick the shit and be like, yeah, what the fuck? And we would get drunk. This is a phase where I was drinking 4 Locos, okay?
Kick the shit.
4 Locos.
Okay.
And we used to call it Windex because it tasted like Windex.
Is this when they still had caffeine in them?
No, this was after the kid died. They changed the recipe.
So it's not that big of a deal.
No, but it's insanely alcoholic. You drink one can of those.
14% of them in some of them.
So she was on medication, and she would be like, I can't really drink when I'm on this certain medication. So certain nights she wouldn't take her medication, and she would decide to drink instead. And she would take like 4 sips of 4 Loco, and she would be like, blackout girl getting dragged into a party, like can't walk, barely. And then over the next like week and a half, 2 weeks of hanging out, she would just, we would make out and shit and kind of feel each other up a little bit. We didn't fuck yet.
No, that's a classic. Just late bloomer, 21 years old. Just just diddling around. Come on, get in there.
Her parents are at home.
Smell her asshole.
The only place we could really fuck is in a car. And each time we hung out,
she would cool with it.
Well, here's the thing: she started telling me more stories about her getting raped.
Well, what's that have to do with you?
How it was but after the 4th or 5th story, I'm starting to think like I'm like just playing a numbers game here.
Wait, hold on. Wait. She's telling you the same story?
No, 5 different people, or one of them was 2 different things.
Get out. Run.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out.
So I'm starting to think, I'm like, there's 2 things here. No, there's one possibility here. No, there's 2 possibilities. Either she's like the most raped person on earth, which I highly doubt, or the common denominator is she's lying about it either because to seem more interesting, or lying about it because she's like a sociopath or something.
Either way, you're going to jail, so get the fuck out of there.
Either way, I'm like, nah. So, So I started to
His
slowly.
fingers were inside of me.
I started to slowly back out of the little seeing each other, and
You
I would.
just started getting transparent while you back away from her.
Yeah, and she would start to ask more questions like, "Where's this going?" And I just, she would do the typical like, "So what direction are we a we?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." And then one day I just was like, "Yeah, I'm busy," and then I just never talked to her. I'm just like, dude, I ain't catching a rape case over some fucking.
You should have just told her that you're gonna just start fucking your sister.
Yeah, that probably would have went over a little
It
better.
was probably weird enough where she's like, I understand. Well, good luck to the
Can
two
I
of you."
join? I
Yeah,
used to date her. It's like, no, but and then I went to my sister and I was like, dude, she's fucking nuts. And my sister was like, yeah, dude, I tried to tell you. She's like literally a compulsive liar. Like she lies
That's
about everything.
hilarious. I tried to tell you.
It's crazy. And the weird thing with her too is she really was a compulsive liar because she would say things and then we'd be hanging out the next night and she would completely say the opposite.
I hate that.
And I'd just be sitting there like, dude, is she like, is she doing this on purpose or does she think I'm like retarded or?
I'm so like I don't trust my memory enough sometimes where sometimes I'm just going, did I mishear what so and so said yesterday and remembered the exact opposite of what they're telling me right now?
Right. You start to think you're crazy where you're like,
yeah. So that really fucks with you.
Yeah. I don't know why that just reminded because I told the first one and then that was another one that came up where I was like, oh yeah, I did.
No, this is great. You got any more? This is gonna be the whole podcast, I think. Fuck D Live. This is way better.